For this one, I have this sandwich meat container, believe it or not, and I thought it had an interesting shape in the bottom there. And so I'm going to take some plaster of Paris and use this plastic container as a mold. I'm going to spray the inside with some cooking oil and wipe that down up on the sides as well so that it'll release easily whenever I go to take the hardened plaster out of it. The package says that it needs to be a pancake batter consistency. I started out with 2 parts plaster with 1 part water, but that ended up being a little bit watery, I felt. And so it just depends on what you're doing as well. You might need it thinner, you might need it thicker. And so I got it to where I thought it was pancake batter consistency. I did sort of hit it on the table to get those air bubbles to come to the surface and pop. And I didn't get all of them, but I think that does help. While the plaster was still liquid, I got something. I have this old hanger off of a Dollar Tree item, and you can use just a metal ring, something for a hanger if you're planning on hanging this on the wall. I made a template by just taking some paper and using my fingernail and going around the indent and making a template there and cutting that out so that I'll know how to cut out the picture to fit in there just right. I had a hard time deciding what color to go for with the frame, but I did end up painting that black. I have this print out of a book from 1881. I got that printed just at Walgreens because I needed to get some other prints, so I did it, I got that printed as a print, but you really could just print this off on copy paper as well. I think it would look fine, especially like a black and white image like this. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get something out, I try to go ahead and do more than one project with it because I'm like, I've got the plaster out. Let's do another plaster of Paris project. And so I mix it up again and try to get that pancake batter consistency. But on this project, I wish that I had done a thinner consistency for this project. That worked fine with the plaque that I made. But I'm going to be dipping some Dollar Tree flowers into this. I got these ranunculus from the Dollar Tree. And it turned out great, but I think it would have looked even better if I had done several coats of a thin coat, several thin coats instead of one thick coat. Now you do want to hang these up to set up or else they will have a funny shape. You want them to keep that nice shape. And I did use some ivory chalk paint. I wish that I had some plaster chalk paint by Waverly because that paint color really does look like plaster and it would blend in well with that plaster. But I didn't have that and ivory worked just fine. And that chalk paint is great for a project like this because when it dries, it really does sort of look like plaster. It's got that real chalky look. And so any spots where the plaster just didn't get any nooks and crannies or it maybe missed a piece of a petal, I just went over it with that chalk paint and you couldn't even tell. Now this isn't quite another DIY, but the cup that I used to mix the plaster in, there was some plaster in the bottom and it happened to set up. It was in the garbage. And I saw it down in there and I thought, I wonder what it would look like if I took that chunk of that plaster of Paris out of there, and the cup did release it. And so I went ahead and I painted it with truffle chalk paint, then went over that with gold rub and buff, and then I glued a magnet on the back and made a little magnet out of that puck of plaster of Paris. And so it turned out okay. I think if it hadn't have been so deep, so thick, I think it would have looked even better. But, you know, I just thought, why not give it a try? This is just a quick reminder that if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you don't miss any future videos. Okay, for this one, I have this plastic tray from the Dollar Tree. I try to stay away from plastic as much as I can when I'm crafting, just because I want things to be real sturdy and good quality, but this was a very sturdy tray. And so I wanted to give it some feet, so I just used these very large half beads and used some E6000 to glue those on. I started out, I didn't know exactly where I was going, but I started out with a base coat of chalk paint just so the other paints would stick to the tray. And these will be printable in the description box if you're interested. It's an 11 by 14, so if you were to remake this, if you happen to have this Dollar Tree tray, these prints are sized just perfect to go on the inside of this tray, and I gave you two options there, and I picked the one with the flowers. At first, I was trying to match the background of the painting, and so I used nutmeg acrylic paint, and that was pretty close to the background of that painting, and I just Mod Podged that print down the bottom of the tray. And because I will be using this as a tray, I did go ahead and seal that print in with the Mod Podge, because if you're going to be using it as a tray, that ink on that print will scratch off pretty easily. Now the paint color was looking a little bit flat, and so I wanted to give it some dimension, so I started layering on paint. Again, I was just really trying to mimic the surrounding of the background of those flowers and just trying to make it blend in with that painting. I used a little bit of chestnut. It had a little bit more red in it. I thought that might give it like a rusty look, and it did. And then I muted all of that with that nutmeg. And then when I was done with the painting, I gave it some shadows and shading with the antique wax. Now, y'all should tell me down in the comments if you like this look. It absolutely matched the background of the flowers. It looked pretty cohesive. It kind of looked like I bought it at a store like this, but it just wasn't quite me. It just didn't quite match the other decor in my home. And so you could stop there, but I just had to give it a gold frame. So I used some gold leaf rub and buff and went around that, and on the back as well. I just didn't do the very bottom. So you'll have to let me know, did you like it better before, or do you like it better with the gold frame? I definitely like it better with the gold frame, but that's just me. I've been really into gold lately. But that's it for this one. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you in the next one.